Hey you guys, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Tara Wilson and I do all things plus size fashion. I do beauty, I do hair care and all that good stuff. Thank you for joining me here on my channel. Today I'm doing something I really never imagined myself doing. I am doing a almost full face makeup revolution haul, demonstration, first impressions. I've had a very up and down relationship with Makeup Revolution. I have used some of their skincare in the past and it has not been pretty. I have reacted to quite a lot of it, so I haven't tried anything further. That was a very long time ago, but my skin, if you do follow me on Instagram and you follow my blog, I am big on skincare and my skin is important to me. Bearing in mind I don't really have any huge major concerns. As you can see, I have hyperpigmentation and that's about it. So I don't kind of want to actually go in and create any problems with my skin, which is why I have avoided their skincare since. So that's with their skincare. With their makeup, I guess with the skincare, it kind of in a way put me off. I will admit it kind of just put me off a little bit, so I stayed away from Makeup Revolution for some time. Recently I've seen them come out with quite a few things I've wanted to try. I didn't get it all today, but I thought I would start off slowly. And I bought two eyeshadow palettes. I'm going to try one today. I bought their Molten Body Glow, which, as you know, I'm a fan of using liquid highlighters under my foundation. So I'm going to be using that today on my face. I might try it on my body, who knows. But I will be using it on my face. I bought the new CC Cream Perfecting Foundation, SPF 30. So I'll be going into that. It's probably not going to focus because it's got the shiny packaging on. I bought a few lip products. I will go into much more detail as we go. I bought a brow pencil. Why can I not speak today? I bought a brow pencil. I bought eyeliner. And I did also pick up this matte base powder, which I think is actually too dark for me. Yeah, that's it. I think is actually going to be too dark for me, so I may use it as a bronzer. I really want to try the Mega Bronzer, not the Revolution Pro Glow, I think it is, or Revolution Glow Bronzer. Those shades really don't look like they're going to suit my skin tone. I don't think there is one warm enough for my skin tone, but I've just done my research. I was going to pick up a few more things for this video, and I thought, you know what, let me try what I've already got, and we'll go from there. So, if you want to see me use, I'm actually kind of scared, I'm a bit apprehensive right now. If you want to see me try all this brand new to me Revolution makeup, keep on watching and pray for me. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to prep my skin. I am going to cleanse today with the Yes To Detoxifying Micellar Water. I really like this. I really like this micellar water. I'm a fan of micellar water in general, but some of them can be quite drying. I am notorious for having lash glue, which I actually do. Terrible. Last night when I got in, I was so tired, and it's not an excuse because I'm sure it's having a detrimental effect like on my lashes, but I was so tired. I always double cleanse no matter what, but sometimes it's just not thorough enough. But it also means if I don't clean my lashes properly, then I feel like my lashes the next day are never as good when I apply mascara because they're already weird, clumpy, you know. I'm now going to tone with the Pixi Vitamin C Tonic. I don't use vitamin C every day. It can be a little bit strong for my skin, and I can notice some sensitivity, but it may be this formula. I follow a lot of skincare channels here on YouTube, and I know that with certain ingredients, but specifically citrus ingredients and fragrances, that it can sensitize the skin. So although I do love this tonic and I love all Pixie tonics, I don't use them every day, and that's something I always stress when I use these on my channel, because I know I have friends and followers and family members who have very sensitive skin. So often when they see me, because my skin, obviously I don't have many obvious issues, when they see me use things, sometimes they will run out and get them and use them every day. And actually anything with fragrance in it, anything with citric acid, citrus peel extracts and things like that, they can actually really sensitize the skin. So I just stress that I do not use that every day. I also don't use the detoxifying micellar water every day. I actually try not to use cleansers and toners. I try not to use the same cleanser and toner like more than 2 days a week. Obviously, me being in love with skincare, I have a lot of cleansers and toners, way more than like 10, so I never really run out, but I tend to rotate. I feel like it's better for my skin. I feel like if there was something that might sensitize my skin, it gives my skin a break, and I get the benefits of that product without getting the sensitivity. I also feel like because all of my skincare has different ingredients, some with retinol, some with vitamin C, I'm about to use amino acids and B5. I feel like I just get the maximum benefits, basically, of all the products I use if I rotate them, like, on a daily basis. So I tend to do that. Amino acids and B5. I am not going out today, I hope. So, obviously, you're not meant to really wear actives if you're going to be out in sunlight. I'm going to use some The Ordinary Squalane. I don't know why my camera's having such a hard time focusing at the moment. Yeah, but I do love how the Squalane makes my skin feel, and I have noticed like kind of like a plumping effect. I've also noticed a reduction. Oh, I'm getting a little bump there. I've also noticed like a reduction in my pores as well, since I've been actively using like niacinamide and the Squalane. So I'm a big fan of those ingredients. Last thing I'm going to use is the Rodial Stem Cell Magic Gel. Now, like, this is probably my last... Wow. This is definitely my last application of this gel, and I'm actually quite sad about it because I have really enjoyed using this. I really do like Rodial skincare. I'm really a big fan. I feel like I always see results from Rodial. This is the Stem Cell Magic Gel, Day and Night Hydration, Plumping Face Mask, Makeup Primer, Intense Moisture Boost for the Skin, Smooths the Look of Skin, Dewy Glow Effect, Skin Re-Energizer, Blurs Away Appearance of Pores, Instant Lift and Tighten Effect, Protective Shield for Daily Stress. Massage into clean skin in the morning and evening as your moisturizer, as your daily moisturizer. So this is actually a product empty. I'm quite sad about that. But that's that. So skin is prepped. It's not primed. For primer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give my skin a little break. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to prime, and then we're going to get into this Makeup Revolution, testing, first impressions, haul, all that good stuff. Okay, I'm back. So I've given my skincare a little bit of a chance to settle in, to absorb, and I like to do that first before I do anything. I'm now going to prime with the Clarins SOS Primer in 03 Coral. I am very funny about, as I said, skincare and primers. So I didn't want to try Makeup Revolution primer just yet. This is not to say that I will never try one, but my skin is not sensitive. I'm sensitive about my skin. So I'm going to prime with this primer, which I've used before. As you can see, it's kind of color correcting, has like a peach undertone. It doesn't do... I like this primer. I wouldn't say it's like the best primer that I have or my favorite by any means. I wouldn't say it's the best primer I have or my favorite by any means. But I do like how it makes my skin feel. And I enjoy it. I like how it performs. I'm being really weird right now, but that's because I do use this primer. I prefer to use a primer than not use a primer. The reason I'm using this primer is because it's not the best primer that I have in terms of grip. It's not the best primer I have in terms of longevity. And it's not the best primer I have in terms of texture. It doesn't re-texturize my skin or my face. My skin on my face. So I feel like I'm going to be giving the foundation a good chance, basically. I'm going to be giving it a good chance at doing its thing because I'm not using like a super amazing primer. And also I am giving it the spotlight. The spotlight. That's what I want to give it. That's the right word to use. So I'm going to open this glow. Okay, so I'm back. Okay, I'm back. So these nails are from Superdrugs. I think they're $7.99. I should have shouted them out at the beginning of this video. So they're from Kiss Glam Fantasy Nails in the style Trampoline, and they're $7.99. I haven't been to a nail salon in... I'm so sorry. If you hear a beeping every now and again, just ignore it. We're fine. Don't worry. I'm not going to die. These nails, I bought them to try them out. I think they're really pretty, like, colour and style, and I kind of arranged them how I wanted them. It's been one day, so I can't really comment on them just yet. But I won't be going to the nail shop anytime soon. Like, I really won't be. So you're either going to see my nails bare, plain, with nothing on them, with nothing going on, or you're going to see them like this with press-ons, basically. That's how we're going to roll from now until the end of the year, until it's completely safe. Like I always say, I have my grandfather to think about. I ain't going anywhere that ain't essential. So that's that on that. Moving on, I have prepped, primed. I am now going to open, if I can, without ruining these, I'm going to open this Revolution, ouch, Body Glow. I do apologise if the lighting is slightly off in this video. I don't know what's quite going on, but we move. Probably should have opened the packaging before starting the video, but that's just Tara being awkward Tara. Okay, so it's a pump. I'm happy about that. As you all know, if you haven't watched my video on my favourite liquid highlighters or my most recent video on the JCat Beauty liquid highlighters, I will link that box. I will link that in the description box if I can speak down below. I am a fan of, I will still prime, but I am definitely a fan of using liquid highlighters under my foundation. Always have. Probably always will, even though I have oily skin. At the same time, I really like that glow to shine through. So I have been using the JCat Beauty. I do use certain Anastasia Beverly Hills shades, not all of them. And I'm a big fan of the Huda Beauty Nymph liquid highlighter. So those are like my three favorites. Two favorites really. I wouldn't say the ABH one is like a favorite. I just have a couple of them from me just being extra and buying whatever I want. But I'm going to try this one and we'll see. We'll see. That's all I can say. We'll see. I don't know if I need to... Oh, I might need to shake it. It's quite liquidy. I've got a couple of these brushes, but I believe that's the range that they come from. Real Techniques Brush Crush. I wanted to call them Galaxy because they're super, like, galactic, obviously. Okay, so I smell fragrance. And that scares me just a bit. Okay, don't be alarmed. This is kind of normal. Focus, is it? Yes, it is, maybe. This is the shade I got, and it does look too dark on the packaging, but I watched like as many YouTube videos as I possibly could to try and confirm, you know, that this was the right shade for me, and that's if I can ever get into the box. Looks like it might be a little bit dark for me. Problem being, that the shade up would have been way too light. So, moving on from the colour match, which, as I said, at the moment is practically impossible. I love the finish. I can't believe I just said that about a MakeUpRevolution foundation, but I love the finish. I think it's a really nice skin-like natural finish. And that I am like blown away by, because I can really usually only get something like that from one of my faves, like a NARS that I almost just dropped, like a NARS or a Charlotte Tilbury. Wow, I'm impressed. Let me just give you a couple of facts about the foundation itself. This is what the tube looks like, and it's a pump, which I do like. The most hardworking multi-purpose foundation, perfect for dry to combination skin. I have an oily T-zone and I'm normal everywhere else, so combination, I guess. Also, bear in mind I only have it on half of my face, so as you're looking, don't think that that's it, because that's looking hella oily, but that has just got the glow on there. So, suited perfect for dry to combination skin. This Revolution Pro CC Cream Perfecting Foundation SPF 30, which is one of the reasons why I got it to try it, because SPF is so important to me because I have hyperpigmentation. Offers sheer to full. Sheer to full. Okay. Sheer to full buildable coverage whilst leaving the skin hydrated and protected. Sheer to full. Containing hyaluronic acid and collagen, this multitasking foundation will protect the skin whilst evening out the skin tone with the infusion of antioxidants, vitamin E, that helps to reduce any redness. Plus, the formula will work to diffuse the appearance of wrinkles whilst offering long-lasting coverage that doesn't feel cakey or heavy on the skin. I can definitely agree with that so far. I would say the coverage is beautiful. This is more than enough for me. This is actually what I would call probably full coverage. It's covered like a bit of the pigmentation. You can see that around my eyebrow is lighter, and it's kind of even that right out. And I do have pigmentation on my cheeks. It's covered some of the freckles on my nose. Obviously, that's that I haven't tried yet. Definitely a good good coverage. It's available in 20 true skin shades. If it's 20 shades, it's definitely not true skin, to be fair. I think true skin in finish, not true skin in color or complexion. So I got the F13, but you see there is a jump already. So I didn't realize this. I thought that the Superdrugs that I was in might just not have had it in stock. But it says F11.5, that's the one above, lighter, the one lighter above the one I've bought. F11.5 for deep medium skin tones with an olive undertone. And this is the F13 for medium dark skin tones with a neutral undertone. The next one after this one is F14.7 for dark skin tones with a golden undertone. So there's room for improvement in the shade range, to be honest with you. As somebody who has, I have yellow undertones, I have what I would call medium to dark skin, or sometimes it's described as tan skin with olive undertones or tan skin with yellow undertones. So I do have a difficult or problematic or maybe a less common skin tone to match. I most identify like with Asian women in terms of skin tone, because of the undertone of my skin and then obviously the depth of it. But like I said, I am not mad at this foundation, and you can see that it's darker, but I think I'm gonna get away with it. I think I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna do one more pump. So I've done one pump, and the one pump has done my face perfectly. The only thing I will say is I will have to blend it down into my neck. I have pigmentation on my neck anyway, so I do have like darker areas and then really light areas. The one thing I will say is it's never gonna match my neck, my chest, like ever. But then again, my chest is very, very pale, so I don't think it's never gonna match my chest. I don't think anything's ever gonna match my chest. So I'm going to do one more pump. I'm going to spread it out fairly sparingly. I'm placing a bit more emphasis on my forehead on this side, because I do have two marks here. So I have like an old spot and then a scar from a spot that stayed on my forehead for like 6 months. Okay, so I'm going to move on to my brows. And I picked up this Day and Night brow pen. Duo Micro Precision Tip and Clear Serum Pen. This double-ended product contains millet seed extract in both the serum and the brow pen, which makes brows look visibly fuller. The coloured brow pen during the day. Use the coloured brow pen during the day to define and fill in brows, and the serum at night to help condition, enhance, and improve the appearance of eyebrows. I'm going to use my trusty... what I may do is use my trusty Goof Proof, like, can't live without it, to outline. I don't know if that's going to focus. Oh, it is, beautifully. So it's like a pen with like 3 prongs. Now, I don't know how this is going to work out, guys. I really don't. And I've never really used one of these before. It's very warm. But my eyebrow hairs are not that warm. Oh, but I do like the fact that if you use it sideways, you can get quite a nice line to define. The only thing is you can see it's looking a little bit red. It's nice to fill in. I think with those kind of microblading pens, I feel like they're most useful if you have less brows. Like it said, you know, to look fuller. I'm going to fill this one, I'm going to outline this one first. And then I will go in with the Revolution 24-hour brow. Okay, I need to clean up the mess I just made. So that was the LA Girl Pro Conceal that I used underneath. And I used the shade Warm Honey. I'm going to blend that out in a second. I am going to use the P. Louise base before I do this eye look. Because, again, I want to give it, like, a fair chance. And I really use the P. Louise base with, like, every eye look. So, I don't always set my base. But I'm going to today so that I don't have any issues. Because I really don't know what to expect with this palette. So far, so good. I wasn't even expecting to be impressed in the slightest. So... these are the new Revolution Shadow Palettes, Forever Dynamic. Let me take off this. So, Makeup Revolution Forever Flawless Dynamic Dynasty. That's like the, I'm guessing like warm toned palette. They have all together 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have 8. So there's like a red warm toned palette. There's a green, there's a blue, there's like a pinky jewel tone, there's like a pinky, oh no, that one's like a champagne tone, sorry. Then like a pinky tone. They have like a deep dark browns, purples, reds, like kind of like a smoky eye one. Then they have neutral browns. And the last one I didn't mention, they have the neutral browns and the purples. So they look pretty damn amazing to me. I really want to try the blue one. That's the one I want to try. But the Superdrugs that I was in only had the pink and the green. So I picked up the green to try it. We'll give it a go. I'm going to do a really simple eye look so that I can properly review the shadows. Ooh, this is what it looks like. That jewel green is literally calling my name. The only thing, the only criticism I have out of this whole palette is that useless ass white shade there. Like, who needs that shade? I just don't know. I mean, maybe to like neutralize the lid, maybe, but useless, completely useless. I'm just gonna go in. Should we just go in, see what happens? Is that a bit risky? Kind of, but we'll go for it. I'm gonna go in with this green shade all over the lid to start regardless. So there is a little bit of kickback in the pan. Okay, pigment is nice. Pigment is very nice. There's a little bit of fallout underneath the eye, but nothing to kind of write home about. So I've got that down as a base, mainly because I'm going to use this glittery shade, but I don't know if it's going to come out like with hella pigment and be really green, or if it's going to be just glitter. Really what I should have done is swatch, but that green, I'm loving it actually. And now I want to leave it just so, let's see. I'm going to swatch the top row. Can you see that? Ooh, I am so tempted to just... Okay, I take everything back. I take back everything I've ever said about Makeup Revolution. You know that an eyeshadow or a glitter is good when you can't... Did you see the impulse right there? I couldn't resist but to just put it all over my eye. Like, oh my god, this shade's so pretty. It needs to be on my face. Let's just smear it all over and think about the rest later. Wow. Okay, so the glitter didn't swatch well, but that's because I just put it literally all over my eye. Okay, that's better. Yeah, the only shade I'm not loving is that kind of white shade right there. So still swatches very nice though, and very creamy. So that shade is kind of useless to every dark girl unless you're going to brighten up the inner eye. That's like a silvery shade. That's like a good inner corner shade. That glitter shade is my new favorite thing on planet Earth. And that green is very pretty. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of like olive greeny shades. I don't think they look that nice personally on my skin tone. I also probably am not going to dip into that silver that much. I think it's a nice inner corner shade, but golds just suit my skin better than silver. Silver is a little bit harsh for my skin, so I'm probably not going to do that much with that shade either. But let me just go back to this eye. And I need to try and recreate this impulse eye look on the other eye. I might be copying the rest of these palettes, even for that one glitter. Like, this green shade is life. I'm shocked. I'm shocked at the color payoff. I'm shocked at the glitter. I think glitters are easy to make, but when they are a nice tone, that's actually a nice tone. There is a nice tone to the glitter. Like, that means a lot to me. It really does. I wish I hadn't put the glitter all over before I blended it out, but that is just me being me. Okay. I'm going to try and soften out these edges without actually spreading glitter all over my face. But if I happen to do so, because of my impulse, then such is life. We'll get over it, I guess. I've just actually dipped into that brown shade just to soften the edge, and I'll clean that up later. And I'm going to try and do that before I apply the glitter on this eye, which is what I should have done. I just couldn't wait. I just couldn't wait to get that on my face. Okay. I think like a transition shade would have benefited from a transition shade in this palette. I'm gonna go into my ColourPop Wet. I think this is the Bretman Rock collection, just because it's like to hand, and I'm gonna use that kind of mid warm brown kind of shade. It's called Iwa Beach, just to help soften what's becoming like a very smoky eye because of the outer corner. I'm also going to take a clean brush right now for an outer edge. Must be that way. Okay, so the shade I've used, let me leave this in front of me. That one is called Glint, and the glitter shade that I'm using is called Jasper. I'm gonna just keep quiet. As you can see, I haven't like done a cut crease. I haven't made this very precise at all. Whew, I've just smoked this shit out. I really regret not doing my foundation after, but hey. what I'm going to do is I've taken a cotton pad with a little bit of my cleanser on. I'm just going to remove all of that fallout. From the depth of the shades, I'm not going to downplay the fallout here. It is a lot. But I'll be honest with you, from the depth of the shades, I would expect that. Now that I've seen how intense they are, they got hella pigment, so I'm not mad at it. I'm absolutely not mad at it. I'm going to wrap this up and tell you what I think about everything I've used so far. Okay, I'm going to quickly do my lips on camera, and then I'm just going to give my final thoughts on this, on the products I've used today. I am going to use, I picked up the Makeup Revolution Sheer Brilliant Gloss in like this nudie shade. And then I picked up the Revolution Pro Hydra Gloss with collagen, hyaluronic acid, and peptides. Annoyingly, my camera died. So, I'm going to quickly do my lips on camera because I want to see how these perform actually. And then I'm just going to tell you my thoughts on all of the Makeup Revolution products I have used. I'm going to use this Velvet Kiss lip crayon. So I got it in like a nice kind of, I don't want to say chocolatey. I mean, it's chocolatey when you compare it to my skin tone, but it's not chocolatey when you compare it to like deeper skin tones. Okay, it's giving me chocolate. It's giving me chocolate on the lips, which is what matters. I usually would put lip balm under this, but I didn't today, mainly because I want to see how drying the lip gloss is. I'm tempted to use the lighter one. Let me just put a bit of this. This is the Revolution Sheer Brilliant Lip Gloss. Let me just see how sheer. Okay. No, I actually like this. Love that. Might be a little bit warmer than I normally would have gone with this green, but it will do. So I'm going to review the lip products first because I just put them on. This crayon business, this is in TGIF. Velvet Kiss Lip Crayon. If you would focus, please. This lip crayon I think is perfect. I am always outlining my lips and then gloss. Outlining with something like this or a lip liner, something thinner, and then gloss on the inside. That's a perfect everyday like look, nude ombre look for me. And this is a perfect everyday look actually, if I'm being honest. I would wear this to work, I would wear this out, I would wear this constantly. So this lip crayon, let's see how many shades it comes in. Okay, 12 shades. So it says this creamy non-drying formula will leave your lips feeling hydrated and silky soft. The twist up applicator will ensure easy on the go application, and the built-in sharpener, I'm guessing this is on the end. Yeah, it is. So that will help you just kind of taper the edge. Let's see how much product you get for £5. I hope it doesn't fall out. Oh my god, that's a lot of product for £5, especially because, as I said, I would use this every day. So for £5, I mean, I'll have to see how the pigment kind of lasts and stuff. I drink a lot of coffee and stuff at work, so I'd be intrigued. I'll be very intrigued to see kind of how it holds up. It comes in 12 shades. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 4, 5. There's 5 nudes. There's only 1 deep brown. There's no other browns, so that's a little bit disappointing. This is the only brown, and this is not going to be dark enough for deeper skin tones, in my opinion. But there are a lot of nudes, so perhaps it could be used all over the lip with a deeper colour on the outside. I'm not sure. But for £5, I'm sold. I'm actually sold on this. One of my favourite kind of lip liner pencils, I think, period. And the combo with this Revolution Sheer Brilliant lip gloss, there are, wow, there's a lot of shades. So they have a nude collection, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, that's a really weird number. I don't know why, but that's a weird number of shades to have, if you ask me. But there's 13 nudes and 12 colours. So like reds, pinks, berry plums, corals, purple, etc. And the others are all, the nudes are like muted pinks, pink toned browns, cinnamon browns, and like, you know, nude colours basically. So this one is Head Turner. and it is described as a warm toned brown, and I think that's pretty true. I think that's true to colour. I think that's true to description. It retails for £4, and I don't think that many companies could beat that price point, to be honest with you. The other one I picked up, which I will swatch for you, is the Revolution Hydra Gloss. So the Revolution Pro Hydra Gloss in Summon. That feels really nice, and it is really pigmented. It's different to this one because this one is quite pigmented and this one is very sheer. So this one shows my lip colour through. I would say they're the same in luster. Yeah, I would say they're about the same in luster, but you can see this is a cool toned brown. So lip products, definitely a fan of. I think for the price point, you are getting a great product for the price point. In terms of like how long it's going to last, in terms of how it's going to treat my lips, if my lips are going to be like dry, cracking, thirsty in the next hour, I don't know. So I have to, what I might do is put that in a blog post. That's a bit easier. After I've used it for a few days, I can give like a roundup of my thoughts. I will leave the link to my blog down below in the comments. Another thing I tried was this Revolution Pro Supreme Black Flick eyeliner. I love the packaging. I think the packaging is really sleek, very plain, which I think lowers the price point, which is good, which is fine by me. Normal price is £4. It's currently on sale at Superdrug for £2. I think I paid £2 actually. It's very black. It's very precise. I'm going to let that dry down. I'm going to rub it. I always do, just to see, you know, what if it's smudge proof. It seems to be fine on my eyes. I actually have that on at the moment. I can't complain. £2 is pretty good. Again, I will have to do an update perhaps in my blog post, because I do have sometimes sensitive, sometimes watery eyes, depending on the weather, etc. So sometimes my eyes will get really watery, and eyeliners can just disappear from the outside, like my flick can just completely disappear. So I will update you on that. The next thing I used was this Revolution matte base powder in P13. I actually used this to bronze, so I don't know if you can see that, but it's actually a perfect bronzer shade. It's very soft. Longevity, I will have to update you on, but this retails for £3, and that I was very impressed by. I can't imagine getting a bronzer or a powder, even if this is your actual face shade, the shade for your colour. I mean, the shade for your face, the right colour for your face. I can't imagine getting a powder for £3, so very impressed with this, even as a bronzer. Highly impressed with that. The foundation, I've managed, I don't think it looks too funny, even in comparison to my chest. I've managed to lighten it up with my concealer. I used the Estee Lauder Double Wear Waterproof Concealer. I use it in the shade 4N, medium deep with neutral undertones, and it is quite a light concealer for me, so it managed to lighten up and brighten the look, so that the dark foundation, or the darker foundation, didn't kind of drown me out. Last but not least, probably the star product, if I'm being honest, is this beauty right here. I love the fact that it's so compact and you can travel with it. I also love the fact that it's tin, no glass. There is obviously a mirror. I'm just showing you the whole room, but there is a mirror, which is good for traveling, and that glitter shade is definitely what life is about for me. I do wish they had, wish they had more browns, maybe a lighter brown instead of that white useless shade. Also, I don't think the silver is very fitting, and that's just in my opinion. I would have preferred another gold, maybe like a matte mid transition shade. I think those 4 shades are just spot on. That olivey shade isn't really what I would necessarily put all over my lid, but I have put it on the inner corner. I put a bit of the gold on the inner corner, and then the olive along my lash line, and I think it looks cute. So I think those 4 shades are spot on. I really did like this brown, and the gold I think goes with. I just think these 2 shades. So in terms of this palette, for £8, I would definitely recommend it. I think the glitter is beautiful. And it definitely does have some shades where you can like deepen up your crease, and it's kind of got everything you need. And like I said, the glitter just tops it off, and you know, I can now wear this anywhere. Really impressed by Makeup Revolution. Shout out to them. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoy what you see, subscribe and leave me a comment down below. Let me know if there is something that you would like me to demonstrate or review for you guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.
Don't you cry, baby, even if it's more than tiny.